Welcome to Global Eats Uncovered. Hello, fellow food lovers and wanderlust seekers. Welcome back to Global Eats Uncovered, your one-stop channel for discovering the history, culture, and stories behind some of the world's most iconic dishes. If you're the type of person who not only loves to eat, but loves to explore the fascinating histories and untold tales behind traditional foods, you've come to the right place. In today's episode, we're going to go behind the plate to uncover the untold stories of traditional dishes that have been cherished for centuries. Every dish has a backstory, often involving a journey through history, cultural shifts, and sometimes even myths and legends. Whether it's the origins of a beloved comfort food or the creation of a meal that became a national symbol, each dish has a story that tells us something about the people, culture, and history behind it. So let's dive in and explore the untold stories that lie behind the plates of the world. 1. France croissant, the pastry with an Austrian beginning. When it comes to French cuisine, the croissant is one of the most iconic foods. But did you know the croissant's origins are not as French as many believe? The story of the croissant. The origins of the croissant are actually rooted in Austria, not France. The story traces back to the 17th century, during the Siege of Vienna. According to legend, the city of Vienna was under attack by the Ottoman Empire, and the Austrians, while digging tunnels to fight back, accidentally discovered the enemy's plans to infiltrate the city through the tunnels. To celebrate their victory, a local baker created a pastry in the shape of the crescent moon, symbolizing the defeat of the Ottomans, whose flag featured a crescent. This pastry eventually became known as the Kipferl, which is the precursor to the croissant. The croissant made its way to France when Austrian Princess Marie Antoinette married King Louis XVI. It was said that she introduced the pastry to the French court, and over time, French bakers perfected it, transforming it into the flaky, buttery pastry we know today. Modern influence. Today, the croissant is a global symbol of French pastry, found in bakeries and around the world. From simple butter croissants to almond-filled varieties, this flaky pastry has become a staple of French culture and an international favorite. 2. Mexico tamales. The ancient Mesoamerican tradition wrapped in corn, tamales are one of the most beloved traditional Mexican dishes. But their roots go back much further than the modern-day taco or enchilada. The story of tamales is intertwined with ancient Mesoamerican cultures and their connection to corn. The story of tamales. Tamales have been enjoyed for over 5,000 years, dating back to the ancient civilizations of Mexico, such as the Aztecs and the Maya. Corn, which was a sacred crop, played a central role in Mesoamerican cuisine. The word tamale comes from the Nahuatl word tamale, meaning wrapped, referring to the method of wrapping food in corn husks. The indigenous people of Mexico would fill the corn dough with a variety of ingredients, like meats, vegetables, and chili, and then steam or boil them. Tamales were not only practical food for soldiers and travelers, because they could be easily carried and stored, but they were also deeply symbolic, often used in religious ceremonies and rituals to honor gods or during significant cultural celebrations. During the Spanish colonization, the introduction of new ingredients like meats, olives, and cheese led to the evolution of tamales, which became a dish enjoyed by people from all walks of life. Modern influence. Today, tamales are enjoyed in countless variations all over Mexico and Latin America, especially during festive times like Christmas and Dia de los Muertos. They have become an important part of Mexican culinary heritage and have spread across borders, with tamale shops and food trucks popping up in cities around the world. 3. China, Peking duck, the royal dish with imperial origins. Peking duck is one of China's most famous dishes, and it has a fascinating history that dates back centuries, entwined with imperial power and culinary refinement. The story of Peking duck. The origins of Peking duck can be traced back to the Yuan dynasty 1271 to 1368 in China. But it was during the Ming dynasty 1368 to 1644 that the dish truly gained fame. It became an imperial delicacy reserved for the royal court in Beijing. The ducks used for Peking duck were specially bred for their meat, and they were roasted to achieve their signature crispy skin. According to legend, the method of roasting ducks to perfection was developed under the guidance of imperial chefs, who refined the technique over generations. The dish was served at lavish royal banquets, and the preparation of Peking duck was considered a form of art. Peking duck has remained a symbol of Chinese culinary sophistication and remains an integral part of Chinese culture. Modern influence. Today, Peking duck is served in Chinese restaurants worldwide and has become a symbol of China's rich culinary heritage. Its meticulous preparation and deliciously crispy skin have made it a dish that is adored by people of all cultures and backgrounds. For India, biryani, the Mughal legacy in every bite. India's food culture is as diverse as its people, and one dish that stands out as a symbol of India's culinary history is biryani. The dish itself is rich in flavor, fragrance, and cultural heritage, with roots that stretch back to the Mughal Empire. The story of biryani's origins are often debated, but the dish is generally believed to have been brought to India by Persian travelers and merchants during the Mughal Empire in the 16th century. Legend has it that the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, who built the Taj Mahal, introduced biryani as a way to feed his army and royal court. The dish is made by layering marinated meat, spices and rice, and then cooking everything together to create a fragrant, flavorful meal. Over time, biryani became popular in various regions of India, with each area putting its own spin on the recipe. Hyderabad, Kolkata, and Lucknow are just a few regions known for their distinct biryani styles. Biryani also became a symbol of royal feasts, and was often served at weddings, celebrations, and other important events. Modern influence, biryani remains one of the most beloved dishes in India and has spread across the globe. Its rich flavors and cultural significance continue to make it a popular dish at Indian restaurants worldwide, often enjoyed by people of all backgrounds. 5. Japan ramen. The story of a noodle soup born of innovation. Ramen is a dish that has taken the world by storm. Yet it has a fascinating history that blends cultural influences, culinary innovation, and rapid adaptation to changing times. The story of ramen, though, ramen is now considered one of Japan's national dishes. Its origins lie in China. The dish began as Chinese-style noodle soup, known as ramen, which was brought to Japan by Chinese immigrants in the early 20th century. However, it was during the 1950s, post-World War II, that ramen truly evolved in Japan and became a beloved comfort food. Legend has it that ramen became popular in Japan due to the availability of cheap and nutritious ingredients. It was during this time that Momofuku Ando, the inventor of instant ramen, revolutionized the dish. In 1958, Ando created chicken ramen, the first instant noodle, which allowed the dish to be quickly and easily prepared, making it accessible to millions. Modern influence, ramen has gone from a humble dish served in small eateries to a global phenomenon. From ramen shops in Japan to ramen restaurants in New York City, the dish has become a symbol of Japanese culinary craftsmanship, with different regions of Japan offering their unique takes on the soup. 6. Greece, souvlaki, the Greek street food with a rich history. Greece is known for its Mediterranean diet, and souvlaki is one of the country's most famous street foods. This dish, consisting of skewered and grilled meat, has roots that go back to ancient Greece. The story of souvlaki, the origins of souvlaki, can be traced back to the ancient Greeks, who would skewer pieces of meat and cook them over an open flame. Souvlaki itself, however, became widely popular in Greece in the 19th century, when it became a common street food. The Greek word souvlaki comes from the word souvla, meaning skewer. The modern version of souvlaki, often served in pita bread with tomatoes, onions, and tzatziki sauce, became a staple for Greek workers and travelers. It's said that souvlaki was not only a practical food but also a way for Greeks to share and bond over a simple, delicious meal. Modern influence, souvlaki has spread across the globe, and variations of the dish can be found in countries all over Europe, particularly in the Middle East, where it's known as shawarma or kebabs. The simplicity and versatility of souvlaki have made it a timeless dish enjoyed by millions worldwide. 7. Ethiopia injera, the foundation of Ethiopian cuisine. Ethiopia's food culture is one of the most unique in Africa, and injera is at the heart of it. This spongy, sour flatbread has been a staple in Ethiopian cuisine for centuries, and is integral to the way Ethiopians share meals together. The story of injera. Injera is made from teff, a tiny grain native to Ethiopia. It has been a part of the Ethiopian diet for thousands of years, with evidence of teff cultivation dating back to the 4th millennium BC. Injera is fermented, which gives it its signature sour taste. In Ethiopia, food is often served on a large platter, with injera acting as both a plate and a utensil. It is used to scoop up various stews, lentils, and meats. Injera's role in Ethiopian cuisine goes beyond just foodites, a cultural symbol of community and hospitality. Modern influence, injera continues to be the centerpiece of Ethiopian meals, and is a symbol of the country's rich culinary heritage. Ethiopian restaurants have sprung up around the world, bringing the flavors and traditions of Ethiopian cuisine to global audiences. Every dish has a story. From the flaky croissant in France to the savory souvlaki in Greece, every traditional dish tells a unique story about the culture, history, and people that created it. These stories are as rich and diverse as the dishes themselves, and they continue to connect us to the past while enriching our culinary experiences today. Which dish's story fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Global Eats Uncovered for more exciting food adventures and cultural tales.